So today I got an order from a customer and I thought this would be a good opportunity to see how to use SiteNote. So let's go inside and take some pictures and do some measurements. Today I will be using the app on a construction site, but this app is not really limited to construction. It's actually useful for anybody who needs to take pictures and notes out in the field. So, for example, I often see cops documenting car crashes by taking pictures and notes. Something like this app might be useful for them. Or it might be useful for a property manager who wants to keep track of their different properties and the different people who are renting them. Or, for example, it might be useful in quality assurance, for example, to document some problems that come up, or to keep track of a different equipment, or come up with maintenance schedules. It's really useful for anybody who wants to be out in the field, and the sky's the limit to how you want to use it. I have a small business in the construction industry, and I often have to come to customers' job sites to take measurements for drawings. One of the areas that I've always struggled with is keeping track of all the different pictures and notes. Previously, I tried using my phone to do this, but the issue I'm having is that all these pictures will get messed up with my personal images, and over time they're very hard to find. If you look back after a couple of weeks, you have to spend a long time trying to find the right pictures from the right job site, or you might struggle finding the right notes. I've tried different apps available on the market, and one of the issues I found, and most of the good ones, were all cloud-based. As you can see from this job site, the reception here is not very good, and some of the places I go to might not have reception at all. So in these conditions, it takes a very long time to load pictures. And if I wanted to document anything, I have to wait for the app to load, which is going to waste a lot of my time. I wanted something that was going to be offline and would be very fast and easy to use. Because I wasn't able to find anything on the market, I decided to create my own app, which I called SiteNote. My goal with this app was to create something that was really simple, because if it wasn't simple and easy to use, nobody would use it. I wanted something that you can bring to your job site that will allow you to quickly and easily take notes and images, and also have some project management features so you can keep track of some different tasks you might be working with, set appointments, and also keep track of the different customers and job sites that you might have. So the person using the app that I had in mind would probably be somebody like a contractor. Somebody who had like maybe a small business and they had to travel and go to different job sites and be able to document the different site conditions and take notes from the different customers. So now that I told you a little bit about the app, let's start using it and find out how it works. When you first open the app, it will be empty. Click on the little plus at the top, and this will allow you to create a project folder structure for your app. This is very flexible. So first off, you can start off by giving it a name. A project folder allows you to organize your different projects based on categories. So for example, some businesses might want to separate their jobs for residential jobs, some of them might be commercial jobs, or by the different departments. It's up to you. So after you create a project, let's create another one. I'll use this one here for my personal projects. Under the projects, you're going to have subfolders. These you can organize the way you like. I often like to use them to separate my jobs based on their status, so in phases. You can decide how you want to organize them. With the subfolders, you can do various actions such as delete them. You can click on the three arrows to move them around to reorganize them. Or if you want, you can always rename them. This is not limited to just when you open the project. You can do this at any time. Now we have our projects set up. If you click on the little edit button, this will allow you to modify the information for the project folders. You can easily rename them. There's also a button here for hide. This will hide the projects that you're no longer using. If you click on the little show hidden folders, it will allow you to see the hidden folders. You can go back in the file and you can enable it again to show the project. If you click on the little arrow, it allows you to minimize and maximize the project folders. This will give you a compact view so you don't have to look at too many files at the same time. All right, now let's switch over to my app and we'll see how I organize my project for your reference. On my app, I have 2 project folders set up. I have one for residential jobs, and this is my job structure, and I have one for commercial jobs. Because they take a different amount of time to complete, I like to keep them separated. So the actual projects, if you look on the bar, you'll see the total of how many jobs I have. This gives me a quick summary of what's going on and which jobs are at which stage and what needs to be done. Now I'm going to go here into commercial jobs, and to create a new project, all you have to do at the top here, you click add. You click on the project field, and when you click into it, these are the fields you have to fill in. So on the bottom here, you can give it an address. And then you're going to give it a description that will allow you to recognize what the job is. Now, the cool thing about it is that after you fill in the address, you're going to have a little arrow that points up at the right of the screen. If you click this will actually open up the map, and you can use this as a quick way to route you to the job site. Okay, so next you have the client field. So the client field is set up on the bottom right of your app. You can go in here and fill in some names. I have some ones preset, but if you click on the little pencil to the right, this will bring up the client information. After you fill in the fields, these will become buttons, so you can actually click on it, and it's going to open up your email, which you can directly call or email your clients. This is very convenient to keep communication going. So we're going to go back to the app. So now the next field is going to be a phase. So right now it's in planning, but as you're working on a job, if you want to change the status, all you do is you click on this and you can move it to a different folder. This makes it very easy to keep track of a job or what stage it's at. So next you have a description. Here you can enter some information that will be useful for your job. The next fields are going to be appointment and task. If you go into appointment, you can give it a description, for example, meeting. You can give it a date and a reminder and click done. The next one is going to be task. It's going to be the same as a meeting. However, it has an additional area for images. So for example, you can use this to keep track of issues that come up and document certain issues. I'm going to click done. Now the cool thing is if you go back to the main page, you can see at the very top there's a summary of the appointments and tasks. This will be a tally of all the project folders in your app, so you can keep track of multiple projects at the same time. Now if I click on it, it's going to bring up the information. You can click on it again to modify the info inside the appointment. You can click complete, or you can click the little box at the top. And what this is going to do is going to take you directly to the project that you're working on. So I'm going to close this off, and these will be modified as soon as you close them. So now I'm going to go back to the project to keep going. So after filling in the descriptions and tasks, the other area to work on is the project images. If you click on it, it will bring up the camera app. It has a continuous shooting mode, so you can actually walk around the job site and keep snapping pictures. This will allow you to take lots of documentation of your job site. If you need to delete them, you can go on the bottom and click on the little red X to close off the picture. Now, after you finish taking your pictures, you can actually click on the picture to bring up details. In this area, you can give the image a caption. Also, if you go at the very top, you'll see 3 little dots. if you click on this, this will allow you to set the picture as the main one for your project to use as a reference. And the other option is to save image. This will actually put the picture onto your phone photo gallery so you can send it or give it to somebody else in an email. I'm going to go back here. So the main picture is going to show up right here at the top. The last field we're going to take a look at is the project notes. This allows you to take additional notes for your project. We can give it a title. We can give it a description. And like the project, we can also take pictures with it. This is great for documenting any issues on the project or to taking some special images that you want to keep track of. Here I'm going to take a picture of my site measurements. Now the cool thing about the notes is that it also has a field for sending emails. So if you click here to attach emails, you can forward it as an email to a third party. This is great to document issues or to send requests. All right, so now I'm back at the office and I'm ready to do some drawings. I got all my stuff right here. If I need to reference any pictures, it's quite easy. I got all my pictures here that I can look at. And if I want to keep track of the jobs, I got all my jobs right here. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please download the app on the Apple Store and check it out. See you later. Bye.